For me, it was a real surprise to be able to hear people openly discussing sexuality, treating people with dignity, and all people, and not excluding people and not judging people. And I think that a lot of people have found a lot of healing here. So that's been that's been just a real highlight.
In the last 150 years, Christianity has had to struggle in its many versions with the role of women and increasingly with the role of sexuality. And those two issues are prominent in this emerging church conversation. Not because somebody has an agenda to make them important, but because it crosses everyone's paths regularly, and you can't avoid it for very long.
There's a 300-pound gorilla in the room. Let's talk about it. Are we the body of Christ, or are we playing a game? Because we end up being exactly like the others that we're like, we don't want to be like them. When we go, let's not talk about it. I have to look people in the face. Their civil rights are being denied. And what are we doing? We're at the taillight again. You know, or if you're this social justice Christian, you're like, I'm social justice. I love all social justice, but I kind of ignore this one. Or I affirm your rights, I just don't affirm you as a human being. It doesn't work.
That's not how I felt. When it comes to the intersection between the LGBT community and the emergent church, it's funny, religious baggage causes a lot of drama, and it causes a lot of pain, it causes a lot of insecurities, it causes a lot of doubt, and yet it causes a lot of hope at the same time. And I think what's going on here, what's going on in the emergent church movement, what's going on in the LGBT community, and a lot of the progressive world as well, just whether it's religious or in the secular community, it's everybody seems to be on some type of journey right now.
That's quite a shift.
We tend to be a group that is very open to lots of interpretations of the way life ought to be, but strangely become a bit narrow-minded around these topics. In other words, if someone has a more traditional view on these topics, that isn't met with as warm of a reception as people who have a progressive view on the issues of women and sexuality. And that would be unfortunate.
I'll leave you with this one. It's a Martin Luther King quote. It is not the words of our enemies we will remember, but the silence of our friends. Thank you.